I briefly mentioned about people who would take money that they borrow from people that was supposed to be for their basics and flash their things that they bought on social media. And that made me think about another subject too. Now, I have seen this happen in my lifetime as well. I find very interesting. You would have people that work a job and they will take time off the job, mental health day, taking a sick day, whatever the case may be, call into the supervisor, email, or whatever method of communication that they use, say that they're sick or a relative sick or something like that as to why they can't come in that day. And during the same time that they're scheduled to work that day, their silly behinds will get on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, talking about how great the party is and how they enjoy their trip that they're on right now, or how they're at some event right now, ball game or whatever the case may be, and have the nerve to come to work the next day and wonder why they need to get called into the office. Some of them get fired behind that. They wonder why they're in trouble. They don't understand. You lied? How about that? I mean, I just don't get people nowadays. I've seen it happen a couple of times. There's one case, gentleman called out sick, and the same time that he was scheduled to work, because he's supposed to work, I think, like a second shift type situation. So, second shift usually starts at about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon and goes until about 11 or 12 o'clock at night. Well, there was a ball game, and everybody knew he was a fan of this particular team. So he goes to the ball game, and after the ball game, they have the little parties and stuff going on at the bars. What he does, he doesn't film anything at the ball games or anything. He was smart enough not to do that. He goes to the bars and get drunk. He gets drunk, and we all know what happens when you get drunk. That part of the brain that does rational thought, it takes a nap. It goes night. So, and everything is just, whatever. So this guy has been bar hopping after the game, and he's posting all over Facebook and uploading to Instagram and tweeting and I mean, he had the social media outlets covered. He might have did Snapchat. I don't know. Excuse me. It's getting a little late, guys. But yeah, so apparently the very next day, and I worked for a larger company, so I mean, I just heard this through the grapevine. The next day he comes into work acting like he's so tired because he was so sick the day before, and he's just coming around and everybody's asking how he's doing. Now, these people already, his coworkers already seen him on Facebook, so they're playing the guy just to see how he's going to act. And he's talking about, oh, yeah, well, I had this wrong with me and the fever. I think I ate something in the stomach and the bathroom and the this and the that. And I didn't start feeling better until late last night. Uh-oh, that was a lie right there. So they didn't say anything. And the supervisor comes over and says, can I talk to you? Now, I don't know what was said or what was done. But all I know is that an hour or so later, the supervisor had a box and was putting it on the desk. And shortly thereafter, they were packing up his stuff and putting it in the box. That was it. And I don't know how many times they give you to do that. I don't know if he did this before or if it's just a one-time immediate termination situation. But there's some of y'all did that. Some of y'all went and parties when you know you were supposed to be at work. If you're going to go party, don't drink anything and on your day off. Because somebody's going to want to take pictures and selfies and everything else while you're drunk, while you're high and everything else during the time where you're supposed to be at work. And of course you're going to feel bad coming in the next day. Dude was feeling bad coming in the next day, all right, because he was hung over. So anyway, just take it as a lesson, guys. I mean, if you want to take a day off for mental health or whatever the case may be, avoid social media on your day off, please. Just do it. because a lot of these positions now, a lot of these jobs, the supervisors will be online as well. Even if you have a Facebook account, and I mean, it's okay to post a little here and there if you're bedridden. But if you're on there all day long and you're capable of being on it all day long when you could be working, then that's taken into question. But I mean, don't sit there and post pictures of doing other things during the time you're supposed to be at work. If you know you're supposed to work from 3 to 11 or 4 to midnight, don't be posting pictures of you hanging out at the bar or at the club 8:30, 9 o'clock at night when you called in sick. Because you asking to get fired. And then, then some of y'all want to turn around and appeal and get lawyers and all this old foolishness. It's a done deal. It's a done deal. Your asses deserve to get fired. So I'm just saying, we all need some time off every now and then from work. We have to take a little mental health day every now and then, and I get that. If you got a little bit of time off, if it's given to you, you should go ahead and take it if you need to do that. We get burned out sometimes. But don't spend it doing something that you're going to regret later on, because that's your livelihood. You need that to pay bills. So I just wanted to put that out there because there's a lot of folks that are doing that. They just take leave of their senses. If you're going to take a day off and you really want to do it to take a trip or go to a party or go to a game or whatever, don't post anything on social media because you're asking to lose your job. Just saying.